All right, all right.
Yes,
Melvin,
I'm
can you hear me?
hearing you.
Jboy,
Yeah,
can you hear us? Can you hear?
I'm hearing
Can you hear
everybody.
me?
I'm hearing everybody. I don't know if you're hearing me.
I am hearing you.
Okay, good. I had problem playing that audio. I think it was going out, but I mean the video was going out, but the audio wasn't coming through. Jboy, good evening, man. How you doing?
I'm okay. Well, how you come here?
Pretty good. For you, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning in Liberia.
It's one.
Oh, 1 o'clock. Okay, okay. Jboy, do you have the link to this live? I mean, let me send that to your. You're using your phone, right? You're probably not gonna be able to share it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, no worries. All right. Well, Melvin, you were sitting pretty, right? You're pretty good.
Yes, I am. I am.
All right. Okay. Well, Jay Boy would like to say good evening, and I mean from our end, it's evening time. Uh, Good evening to you from us. We want to welcome you to the Inner Circle podcast. This podcast is based here in Minnesota, USA, and tonight I'm the host, and Melvin here will be my co-host tonight, and we'll just be talking to you about your music career, your music, uh, and just knowing you beyond the music tonight. So I'll turn things over to Melvin. Melvin, go ahead.
Good evening, J-Boy. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you just taking up your time, especially looking at the time in Liberia. You just mentioned is 1 a.m. out there. It takes someone who actually wants to grow and humble, to do this. So we appreciate you. And our goal here tonight is to just understand, your music as the career goal. My brother Sam kind of just made that introduction, um and also just have conversation, talk to you about it and make you known to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora here. I know a lot of them do play a music, but talking to them here as well will put you out there. So welcome, my brother. We appreciate you for just taking up your time and talking to us.
Thank you. I appreciate.
Jabo, once again, welcome. You have quite a few songs that have been blowing up on social media, and what is the most trending song right now?
It's be content. Be content.
Be content, and that's the one that has the lyrics of uh, "Don't let nobody bother you."
Yeah.
I had
Don't
to
let
do that.
nobody
Did
worry
they?
you.
Don't let nobody worry you. Uh,
Yeah.
and so, is that also your favorite song?
It's not my favorite song for now. I can't tell you I have a favorite song because I have too many songs.
Right. So why do you think that song is trending?
It's because of the messages. The messages it
The
carry.
message. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you were writing that song, J Boy, what space were you in? I mean, what are some of the things you were thinking, considering? Where were you at that point in your life when you wrote that song?
I was at the point where I needed everybody to understand that every person is special within his or her own way. Like there is something special about everybody, but you're never gonna realize what is special about you if you keep looking down on yourself, if you keep disappreciating yourself because of someone else, if you keep having this mindset that other people out there are better than you. So I was at that point where I wanted to make everybody realize that you are special, you are unique. You shouldn't try to do whatever it is that is not pleasing you to satisfy everyone. I was trying to make people understand that you shouldn't make people accept you for who they want you to be, but rather make them accept you for who you are. Because who you are is what you are, and you are very
Absolutely,
special. And the most special thing about you is that no one can ever be you. That was why God created you.
absolutely. Melvin,
Yeah, Jeba, thank you for that intro. I mean, it just says it all. Your music genre, you speaking to growth and just believe in yourself as you kind of introduce that. But Jeba, someone who listening here tonight, um, wants to know Jeba a little bit more. Just if you don't mind talking more about yourself a little bit, just self introduction before we dive into music. I know you kind of did a little bit of it, but that will help us or help our audience to just know you and start the conversation tonight. So if you don't mind, J-Bo, what are you willing to share with your audience and the people listening to you here tonight about yourself?
Let's just say by the word of introduction, I am Joseph Skemo Jr., named by Brett, and I go by the stage name Jboy the Prophet, born and raised in Liberia, Lofa County to be precise. And I am a musical artist, a songwriter, a humanitarian, and a businessman.
Hmm.
Great, great, great.
Man's
At
packed.
least, yeah, you have a lot going on, J-Boy. You have a lot going on. Thank you for that introduction. So what have encouraged you to kind of maneuver into the music in devil? Like what are some of the things that really move you to start singing, doing music?
I wasn't encouraged. I was born to do it. I was born to do music.
Okay.
How old were you when you realized you were born to do music?
Well, I started doing music from the day I got to know myself as a person. So it wasn't something where like I say, oh yeah, say I saw somebody singing today, let me start going to studio. No.
So we're talking
I started
5 years
singing.
old, 6 years old.
I started singing the day I started knowing myself as a person. I used to vote everybody's song. I used to vote P Square, Michael Jackson, and the list is ongoing.
Okay. So then, is there anybody who I know you didn't get inspired by anybody, right? But do you have a favorite artist, be it Liberian artist or an international artist? Who will you say is your
I
favorite
had too
artist?
I had too many artists. I was mainly more inspired by the late Quincy B.
Okay.
He was actually my role model. I used to love him a lot. I used to listen to him. Yeah.
Quincy B,
Okay.
yeah. May his soul rest in peace. He was
Absolutely.
he was a talented young man. I listened to some of his song. I didn't really know him until he passed up, which is sad. And then we started listening to his music out here, and we noticed he was a talented young man. So yeah, great young man to kind of model yourself after. Uh, but as we dive into this, J Boy tonight, um I know every path, every career we decide to do or we are born to dive into has pros and cons, right? Especially in a country like Liberia that is you know heavily challenged with a lot of things, right? Doing music out there, and there are a lot of challenges as it relates to the music doing. What are some of those good things you want to speak to tonight with the music industry in Liberia? And what are some of those challenges that you which we people can kind of look into and see how best they can help someone who listening, how best they can make those things better, right? You're making these great music, people listening to it and vibing to it. As soon as the music comes up, you kind of hear it on YouTube and you just play, and it costs you nothing. So how do you guys navigate that? What are the pros and cons just making music in Liberia?
I'll tell you that it's difficult, right? It's very, very
Hmm.
difficult out here doing music here. Most especially for me, most especially I will tell you, being an independent artist and trying every day to do all I can, not just to please myself, but trying to get my country recognized out there, trying to be a help to my people is very difficult. And knowing that mostly your song is the biggest song in the entire country, also playing out, but you are not benefiting anything. You don't have a dime
Mm.
that you can say this is what I've earned, and you are not at that point where you can even be able to help your own family. They hear your music playing, but you keep telling them I know nothing is happening. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult. But all I can say to Liberian out there is that we need help, we need support. Too many talents here. are not being recognized because there's no opportunity for it to be showcased.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know with support,
Right.
Liberian
I
music can
definitely
get
can see
better
that.
and
But
Liberian
Joe
can
Boy,
get out there.
Joe Boy, are you said that you don't have any uh manager right now. You're managing yourself. You're sponsoring yourself. So you're an independent artist. Um, when it comes to producing, or before I ask that, that's the second question. But with that, has anybody come up to you and say, Joe Boy, I want to manage you. I want to take your music to the next level. Has anybody engaged you on that level yet?
We have only had a few talk with people, but it haven't been really official where they have come, and where you will see something, but no, you have just been, okay, I like your work, but we're talking, something like that, yeah.
Mhm.
Knowing yourself and your style of work, what kind of manager will you be looking for?
A management that's gonna take that is gonna help take my work from one level to another level. A management that's gonna understand me, understand my vision and work collectively with me because I am the person with the vision. It's not just about having a management, it's about having a person that's gonna understand my path and willing to work with me that will help like give me ideas that can help push my path, but not coming to control me off or like
Hmm.
trying to make me something else that I'm not.
Right,
Trust me, I'm a person that know what I want. I understand the kind of vision I know definitely what I want to go. I know what I want to head with my vision. So I can't have a bunch of people misleading me on that path that I don't want to go.
right, right. So, when it comes to, and maybe you can come in after this. Uh, when it comes to your own recording, do you record your own music? Are you an engineer also?
Yeah. Even though I have my brother as a one of my friend who is also producing for me, but I'm a music producer. I was able to scrap in one or two to get one or few equipment, so I do up my production at home.
Oh
Mm.
wow, that's impressive.
It is impressive. So with that, J boy, you just mentioned you are an independent artist. So what that means, you do everything yourself. How are you able to do these things, putting all these music out there, like doing it by yourself? How are you able, like, doing these things and keeping the music going and people just listening to your songs and dancing to it? I'll tell you, we listen to one or two of your music out here when we go out, they play it. So how are you able to just come up with these things and putting the music out, doing it by yourself and not having sponsorship and the music being played out there like that you are not benefiting from, like you mentioned earlier?
The only thing that other people out there that have the advantage they have is the money and it is the team, but the record label, there's nothing greater. And knowing as a person with a vision and doing music, I didn't just wake up one morning and just let me just do the music, let me just put it aside. The first thing
Exactly.
is the message, the message that is needed to be given at a particular time. And I just give the message I think I know what the people need. And that message that's gonna the people can relate with that that in every situation that at a particular moment once you play that song, one way or the other, it's gonna speak to you. And
Hmm.
to interact with my audience, interact with my people, take the music to the people. So trust me, definitely, no matter how it is, whatever situation you're in, once you listen to J-pop music, one way or the other, something will be there for you. Something will be touching you. Be it the art, be it the interaction with the people, be it the reaching out, the interaction with the audience. So something must just inspire you to listen to the song.
Right. You got the song "Contempt" and other songs too. But I'm curious, which song was your very first one that came up to the spotlight, or the first one you ever released professionally?
The first song I released that came to the spotlight was "Keep It to Yourself,"
But
2014
Okay,
January.
keep it to
Doma, if
yourself.
we have if
Yeah,
we have
I
if
know that
we
one
have
too.
one of his songs, if we have one of his songs, is there a way we just play a little bit for people listening, so they kind of put a
Yeah,
face
yeah, yeah.
to
Let me
who's
find that.
behind?
Yeah, keep.
Yeah.
Let me. Yeah.
All right. While Sam is doing that, J
The
Boy,
song Joe Boy is talking about too. I got it right here.
while Sam is doing that, before he kind of put it, I can stop and you can stop with play in the back. Um, you know, we notice a few things that make other musicians in Liberia kind of successful. Put them out there like that. I'm not saying you are not successful. From what we're seeing, you're doing pretty well. Um, do you have plan, or are you working with someone to kind of help you collaborate with other international musicians? Because your music is pretty good, brother. You got dope music, and not just
I'm
it doesn't just need to be circulated in Liberia, right? We need other African countries and global. Is there any
I'm
means that you working on collaboration?
for now, let's just say I haven't started generating anything yet from music, but I'm praying with the help of God and maybe those who are willing to support me. I want before the end of the year, I want to be able to maybe if I can have a tour to one or two places. I want to go Ghana to do a collaboration. After that, maybe go Sierra Leone. Next, Africa Coast, then maybe my next trip I can start planning on how to go Nigeria. But first thing you have to go Ghana, Sierra Leone, Africa Coast, and do some collaboration with a few places and be able to get a fan base because going Nigeria to do music with other top artists, the first thing they want to know your strength. They want to know the kind of people streaming your music. They want to know your numbers. And yeah, so doing. The first thing I was trying to get is to be able to be recognized as a person in my country. Then when I go out, I can be able to tell somebody this is Jboy the Prophet. This is where I stand within my environment. This is my impact I've made, and I would like to work with you. So they're not just gonna see your person, but they're gonna see your evidence and something that can encourage them to work. So since now I've been able to make an impact with not just in my environment, but also in the life of my people in and out of my country. It is my plan. I'm trying to build a race at least the amount of at least 30,000 United States dollars. I want to go in Ghana. At least take few members of my team, go there, do collaboration with some artists that I've already tapped in that have the industry, get a family there, get a fan base there, do some songs, and get back here, and maybe I can go to Sierra Leone and do some other stuff.
That's good. It's good enough.
Right, right. Those are good plans. One second. Melvin, I was trying to upload that video and this just it's not working out. Um, Joe Boy, I heard you talking about raising money to go to. What's the goal? Is it a next 2 years or 3 years goal? And how do you plan on generating that money? I mean, what's your own strategy? Because I also mentioned you're a businessman, right? So what are some strategies that you think you're gonna need to employ?
Well, for now, I don't know yet, but I'm currently like creating t-shirt for my son lyrics like happiness is free. I can put my peace of mind. I've branded on a t-shirt is a design and I'm selling it out. But for now, that purpose is not actually for what I just said because I actually been going out to places. If you been following me, I go to the villages, I take food,
Yeah.
I take clothes, I take things, I donate it to the people. I got a concert coming up on the 11th
Okay.
of next month of April. I'm supposed to be going Grand Bassa. There's an orphanage home there that I'm supposed to be going to go help the kids over there. They don't have clothes, they don't have slippers, they don't have food. So I'm organizing this concert. I'm trying to raise some amount of money so I can be able to go there. I need buy food, take clothes, slippers, and some cash to the children over there. So it's the concept. But for that, I still trying to create some ideas and be able to brainstorm and know how to be able to raise that. But I just know that I need to raise it, and I know by the help of God and by the support of one or two people that is going to come in, I know it's going to happen.
Jimbo, you got
Great.
you got one of the top songs in the country. Um, if not the top song, one of the top songs in the country. Are people not calling on you to go and perform the nightclubs? How is it like?
For now, I haven't been on too many events. I haven't been really just maybe recently, like maybe a few people have been like calling me for event. But yeah, but trust me, they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay that something. Imagine like the amount we actually spend to produce this song, put it on the internet, go around, do videos with people, go on the
Hmm.
street. The transportation is a lot. Then somebody is calling you on the evening and they want to give you the $100. $100, you and your team, your men instead of being that can carry you to go shoot. All the minute you get an eight person, you gotta go, you transport some money, gotta throw the speakers, some money gotta throw the camera, you go your heart to record. One way or the other, you gotta do one or two things for the places you go record, and you gotta pay for some locations and things. Then somebody
Hmm.
calling you for $100. Like that's the reason I haven't been on too many even because I prefer for
They
me
don't
it's
want to
very
pay.
easier. Yeah, I'll go on I prefer going on the street to perform, make video with my people. If I generate anything, I go share with them. Then for me to go on an event to go perform for $100, 150, 200, it's not gonna help me. So I don't. That's the reason I feel been on more event.
So as a upcoming artist, sorry, Melvin, go ahead and ask this one. Go ahead.
Uh, yeah, Jboy, you mentioned something very important, my brother. You spoke of, getting raising money and getting your music out there is challenging. And you also mentioned something about you contributing to kids, underprivileged kids in places like Morovia, Grand Bassa. And I'm kind of intrigued by that, for someone who's starting a career and basically, trying to establish themselves, but also helping other. It says a lot about you. How are you doing all of these things, my brother, with your musical career, trying to kind of get that foot lift, and then also helping kids, underprivileged kids that need help? How you maneuvering those?
Last year, I was shooting content. I was doing one or two job. I was producing for other people, and throughout the beginning, I was working. I was doing one or two stuff, trying to raise one or two form. And till from last year till this year, I think last month, I was able to. I was my whole saving and everything I've been having was like something like 2,000 and some more dollar USD. So I went to a village to do a content. My team and I. On one day, I saw the condition of some of the children there and some of the people. It wasn't pleasing to me. So when I came back, I checked my little account. I knew that I had something small. So I cast out everything. I bought Senegal bed. I bought the whole bed of Senegal. I think it was $400. I bought clothes. I chartered a car. I got my entire team, and one or two people was able to contribute towards it. I went to the village. We donate this stuff. I could have taken that money and go do a collaboration somewhere, maybe one way or the other could have helped me go to one or two level. But I think for me, it's not just about me. I'm doing the music to be able to impact into the life of the people. I'm making the music for the people, not for me. Because it is the people life I want the music to make impact. And so for me, my life is about the people. It's not just about going to the studio to do the song. So I can see the people being in need and I take that money and go out there to go do something, my conscience will not set me free. So I think the people needed it more. I needed it more. The people out there needed it more. I was thinking about going to do a collaboration, but someone out there was just thinking about how they could get food to eat and get close to wear. So I think it was more important giving it to the people. So when I left from there, I was planning to do something else, and later on, other people started calling me from Grand Pastor, and they told me, "Oh, say you went over there to help the children here. They going through a lot, and they send me photos. They've been sending me a lot of photos. I made a promise to them I'm going to be going there in April. So I was not able to raise what I was able to raise. I talked to a few people that I know that will be able to help to contribute. So I'm organizing a concert on the 11th of next month. So the purpose of that concert is to be able to raise funds to go out there. It's not to raise that fund to generate money. After the place I'm gonna be using is 50-50%. The owner of the place, they're gonna provide the speakers and other stuff. They will be taking 50% and I will be getting 50% after anything I generate. So whatever I generate from there is what I'm gonna take, not to put in my pocket, but I'll be going to Grand Bassa County and later go to Lofa County, buy lapels, buy clothes and few stuff to be over there to go donate it to the people. Because for me, My life is more about the people because I know how I came up. I grew up on the street as an orphan, and I know how it takes for people to be in need, for people to not get food to eat. So I would not like to see people going through that when I
Hmm.
think I can help them.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart, my brother. Bless your heart. Um,
Yeah. uh, is he off?
yes, he is. He is. Well, I think hearing J Boss story and the kind of things he engaged into is moving, my brother. I'm touched by that. For a young man who
Oh, he's back.
working on his career. Oh, he's back. Yeah, J-Bot, thank you. You can continue. I know you have some little bit of technical difficulty. But you can continue from where you were if you're still in route talking.
No, I was already done. I don't know if you got what I said, but I was already done.
Yeah, we got everything. I was saying, bless your heart. For a young man who
Yeah.
just getting engaged in the music and also working on helping people. It says a lot about you. It says a lot about your vision. So we hear you. We align ourselves with your vision and hope all goes well. You spoke of you being an orphan. Is you don't mind sharing light on that a little bit, J boy? Because I wholly believe that. If I'm looking at you right now and you tell me you're an orphan, it's just something I would not believe that happened. You don't mind throwing light on that?
Let's just say I'm an orphan. I've been an orphan and I'm an orphan. Let's just say I lost my mother the same day she gave birth.
Oh.
Yeah, I lost my father 2000, 2010, 2011. So I grew up with my grandmother. It was my grandmother that reared me, and I came to Morovia here around the 2013, 2014, and started high school 2014, 2015. Yeah, so I grew up on the street. I grew up with friends, and it wasn't easy, but I tell God, thank you that I'm here today. Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Hmm. Bless your heart, my brother. Thank you for what you do in the community. Thank you for helping the privileged people, especially you. Knowing how struggle is and going through that, and just being able to look back. Right? It says a lot. It says a lot, my brother. A lot of us will not see things like that when God bless us. We want to focus on ourselves and focus on our growth. But I think what that does, it
Hmm.
brings joy to you when you make another person days better. It brings excitement to you when you just put smile on somebody's face. And you making music is another piece. We listen to your song here, then say, vibe to it. And yeah, you are just undertaking these projects, helping others that are in need. It says a lot about you. I hope the Liberian people can listen to you, put you out there and promote your music the best way we could so that your music can go to the world. These are the kind of things we want to see. These are the kind of things we want to hear, and uplifting our communities. It's just what we can do to make each other lives better. So I appreciate you, J Ball, for all you continue to do. And I'm sorry for your loss. And thank you for, just being strong and focusing on growth. Again, you mentioned something about, losing your mom and your dad when you were coming up, right? How were you able to navigate that for someone who listening tonight in similar situation, right? Losing your mom at the place of the time of birth, and then your dad when you were coming up. Yeah, you are, doing good, making music. What can you tell somebody who finds themselves in similar situation to kind of try, making their lives better?
The only thing I can say to anybody, and I've always said to anybody, is that anybody can become whatever they want to become. Everything just based on you. Everything depends on you because no matter how difficult it is, you just gotta try. Even if you're not gonna end up like what you want to become, but at least you can never tell until you try. When Sesha, Misha, and Abednego was about to be placed in the fire, they didn't They didn't reject going body down to the first God because they had the confidence that God will come and save them. They said that because it was that decision they made. We are already decided that this is the only God we're gonna serve. So even
Mm,
if that God don't come to save us, we're not gonna bow down. At times, you're gonna start doing something that you're not just gonna start to achieve from it, but even God, when God made promise to Abraham, he didn't just make a promise and it came to pass today. If that were happening today, then by now the war should have come to an end because every time they tell the end is tomorrow. So it's just to let you know that what consistency pays a lot. You have to be consistent, you have to be humble, you have to be honest, you have to be respectful because a person who want to succeed in life have to have all of these categories because you can be arrogant and want to succeed because definitely you may not add rule on your destiny helper, but you might add part to someone that is connected to your destiny helper. And because of one mistake you make today, it will lead you to your own destruction to the end of your life because the world is round. Things, whatever you do today goes around tomorrow. You may not be that person that is very much smart in class, but you might be that person that is humble in class. You help out people. So because of the way you interact with people, tomorrow those same people you help, some of them will end up being other people out there, and tomorrow the same people will help you. But if you are not that brilliant in class and you are also arrogant, how's then tomorrow out there tomorrow you see people you wanted to help you? How are they going to help you? So that just to tell you is wherever you find yourself, you have to be consistent, you have to be humble, you have to work and work with a vision because you got to work with a vision. You got to know what you want to be and work consistently towards it. One day it's going to come true and your life will become a testimony and you will also become a role model for people to listen to. Because no matter what you go through, people will only listen to you if you have become somebody that they can listen to. Then your story become a role model. That's the reason all of the time that we have we went
my
to
man,
school.
one thing you got with you too, you can be a motivational speaker. They
From
make
what
me
I've been
motivate
hearing,
people. Oh,
yeah, from
they
what
make
I've
you
been
want to speak
hearing,
alone. They make it motivate. You can sit down on that man for 1 hour. They will motivate you, my man. You gotta get in
definitely.
too, my piggy.
There you go,
Oh,
guys. You're hearing it from J Boy. Consistency, respect, being humble, and the speak
hmm
volume here tonight. Just having him is after 1 a.m. in Liberia. Here, J Boy is. He should be sleeping. It spoke of being humble. Just telling us how
absolutely.
respectful he is, and that speak volume to us, J Boy. So Sam, I'll take it over to you. Thank you, J Boy, for
Yeah,
just elaborating on that. I think people hearing those and I hope they can grab something from you here tonight.
Jibo, I like to say sorry about the Oma, and we're grateful to her for the sacrifices she made, and that you're here today, and we thank God for you and thank God for the family. Um, it's a tough thing. Um, but Jibo, you mentioned that you're helping folks, but from what I see too, it sounds like you have such a heart to help people, regardless of what you're going through. Somebody might say it's good to put yourself up in a space where you can be able to reach down in a comfortable way, right? And pull others up. Because when you are kind of down there with them in a way, right? And you don't have so much leverage to pull them up, then you start pulling yourself down in a way. In other words, will you rather save your money to get to where you want to be, right? Comfortable enough to start helping people a lot more, a lot frequently, or just taking everything you get and pour into other people. And again, that's how you might feel about it. That's how you've been doing it. But looking at it differently, do you think you can look at it differently to try doing something different, or you always love to do it that way?
I work according to the way my heart leads me to work because the only thing we have control over is the moment that we have for a particular moment. The future we just plan it, but the future only God has control over the future. That's the reason. If or I know if only some of these people knew that with all of the riches they had, they were going to die tomorrow. They were going to share it with people that they think that deserve it. But because they didn't have those thoughts they died, and people that even if they were living, they couldn't take their 5 cents to give to them. These are the people that decided how they should be buried.
Mm.
So at the end of the day, when I think I have the opportunity to give it to you today, and I think it is preferable I give it to you, because the only thing I have control over is the moment I'm sitting here talking to you. Is the what I don't know how tomorrow is gonna be like. I have control over the moment I have right now of the phone that is in my hand. I can say, let me give it to you today. But if I'm deciding to give you the phone, I say, oh, all right, tomorrow I'll give you the phone. And if I just fall down here, maybe somebody in my family got problem with you, they are not gonna give you that phone. They will take it to give it to the person that they think they want to give it to. But if myself is available and willing to give it to you, I think I will give it at that particular moment. I think I'm willing to give it to you. So
Right.
once my heart lead me to be able to give to people right now, trust me, I'll be able to
Yeah.
give it. And I think
Yeah.
whatever that I'm supposed to be giving that to a particular person, that's not gonna
Won't
stop me
stop
from
it.
reaching to the level
Absolutely.
I'm supposed to be.
Absolutely. I mean, most of the young artists want to collaborate with CIC. Is that somebody you look forward to collaborating with? What other collaborations should we be looking forward to locally from you?
Well, let's just say I can say people that will agree to work with me, because it is not that easy here to actually work with top artists. Some of them are downhearted, some of them are willing to collaborate, but it's not that easy, right? Not everybody is just willing to, because here everybody is like, oh, he's gonna steal my fan base, it's gonna be that, it's gonna be that. So they are actually not willing to just work with you that.
Mm.
Mhm.
Do they charge money too? Like for somebody like CIC, if you wanted to collaborate with him, will he also be saying, "Oh, you got to pay me a certain amount to collaborate"? How does it work
Well,
usually? Besides, uh-huh.
I think I contacted or CIC, but he told me that he was not available. He's busy working on EP. He's on to one or two things, so he was not available to get him on the song.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, so for someone listening, J Boy, for someone listening tonight, wants to know your genre of music, right? Is it hip hop? Is it more of gospel? What's your genre of music, the Liberian music? You
I
know.
do all genre of music. I do professional hip hop song. I do R&B. I do soul music. I do rock. It's just that I was just trying to translate a message where everybody can be able to understand. And secondly, everybody got a sound. Nigeria have their sound, which is Afro beat. South Africa is piano beat, but we haven't been recognized by our sound, or sound that you can listen to and say, yeah, this is from Liberia. So that's the
Hmm.
reason I decided to promote a sound that everybody, not music that's gonna be specific for people, because majority of the song that I've listened to, music have only been made for the youth. People in their 80s, their 70s, their 90s haven't been listening to Liberian songs, because most of the songs are just been made for the youth. So that's the reason when you listen to my music, I try to place it in a way that the music is going to be for everybody. That everybody can listen to the song and understand it in the simplest way.
Okay. Is it hip hop? Hip hop is it? I'm trying to joke a little bit. Hip hop is it our Liberian genre of music, or we have
You
something
know,
different?
but our original sound is actually Bema.
Okay. Okay.
So would this would that fall on the hip the Gbema? Would that be Gbema? Your style would be closer to Gbema at all? Because some of those, the beat sound Gbema, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's our original cultural sound. Our original sound from Liberia is Bema.
And you mentioned you're from Lofa. Are you Logma or Bandi?
Bandi.
Bandi. Man, like Bandi man. So J-Boy, when you're not listening to your own songs in Liberia there, who are you listening to usually? Who do you find yourself listening to?
I listen to everybody.
Right. So you're open to listen to everybody. You mentioned that you would
Yeah.
love to collaborate with CIC, but CIC obviously is a big dog right now. He's busy. With your style of music, whether this person is a big dog, small, a still struggling artist, who else do you think you could do a collaboration with, and out of the blue, I mean, just right there is gonna be a hit. Somebody who listening to your sound and knowing that how they flow as well, that collaboration. Who would you say that person will be?
For now, let's just say I can call a specific person, but
Right.
anybody that I think at a particular time that music that I know is gonna suit them, because it's not just about doing a collaboration, it's about having a person that's gonna interpret the message and understand the vision that you're trying to preach within that particular song.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah.
So do
Let me
you?
let,
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
no, go ahead.
Do you sometimes sing in your dialect? Do you have song within your dialect, the
My
Bandit
man, the
dialect?
man, the man, the man, the man do. He does.
Oh,
Yeah,
Uh,
really?
I did drop a recent song singing the entire song from start to end in my dialect.
Oh, how is that song called? I want to listen to it right after here.
Estato Kanikokwe.
J boy, you have that song on your other phone. For some reason, I tried uploading things and they were just not working out. Um,
Everything is on my YouTube account.
right. I was trying to merge YouTube on here, and usually it will work out. Today, it's just not. It's not doing that.
Go again.
Let me just play it from my phone. Um, so I'll play that. It's called Kaniko Kwe. Let me can you hear it?
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
So this one is Bandi.
Yeah.
And what is the meaning of this song, Kaniko Kwe?
Kanikokwe mean congratulations.
It's smooth. Oh. Yeah, man. You did a beat for this song, J boy?
My producer did it.
Man, it
That's
loaded.
beautiful.
It is very loaded. Yeah, that I don't know the conga behind or whatever the yeah, it's loaded. That's a nice beat. That's a nice beat, man. Connie Kokwe, congratulations, and that's Bandi. Folks, if you're watching us tonight, this is the man J Boy, the Prophet. J Boy is an artist in Liberia. J Boy is currently an independent artist. He has no management right now, but the man got a lot of hit songs. The other one, Titi da Titi, if you're watching, I'm sure you've danced that song, you've heard that song. I am Titi da Titi, don't let nobody worry you. Oh, you know,
Don't
that
sing
that's
here,
one of the
brother.
songs.
Don't sing here, brother.
I tell you, my song, what else? I am Titi da Titi, don't let nobody worry you.
Okay,
Yeah,
play
you
it
know,
small.
cause,
Let the people hear and put a face
Yeah,
to
the
it
main for me
to the
content.
song.
cause let me see, what is that one called? That one is called. Here we go, right here. Be content. It's called Be Content. 1 second after this, there you go. You won't go, you go. I spend money.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful one. You like smart too, man?
They're so nice, but the song is very controversial.
It is.
They,
It is.
they, the song is nice, but the song is very controversial. So, man, when I agree with you, Chiba, so, man, when I agree with you, so, man, when I agree with you that I am today, it's so bad today. But it's a beautiful track, J-Boy. Like you said, man, a lot of gifted young men like you are found in Liberia. Um, and it's a blessing, right? It's a blessing. It's our country. We'll keep doing what we can, man, as a people. As we are here. We'll continue to promote, share. How often we can, how much we can. And we're praying, man, hoping that somebody will come along the way to manage you, because for every artist, it's important to have someone who believes in you, who can help you get to where you need to get. And it's a lot more challenging when you're trying to do everything on your own. And so we hope that at some point somebody will come your way. Not just somebody, but somebody who will agree with you, align with you, and respect your vision and the path you want to travel. Uh, if you were leaving tonight, or as you're leaving tonight, what is one thing you want to share with folks um, tonight?
Is to encourage everybody to keep supporting Liberian music, because if Liberian is gonna get to that level that we all wanted to get, it's not gonna work together. It's only gonna get there by the support that you and myself will give it. And Liberia is resting on the shoulder of you and myself. Everybody have their impact. Everybody have their way of helping. So, like you guys are here tonight. This is one way you guys can be able to help Liberia get to another level. So, if everybody is making an impact one way or the other, Liberia will get there. So, Liberia is resting on the shoulder of every one of us. We all owe Liberia a responsibility. So, let's keep doing what all everything that we think we can do in our own way to help Liberia.
What is one thing that we didn't ask you tonight that you want to talk about?
Well, so far so good. I can say we say the important stuff. I would just encourage everybody listening to keep supporting my music. Follow me on all of my social platforms. And I got a new song coming on the 1st of April titled In Affair. And I encourage everyone to get a copy.
Okay. Thank you so much, J-Boy. Over to you, Melvin.
Yeah, Joe boy, thank you, my brother. Thank you for your time. I think we touched on a lot of the questions. The last thing I'll ask you here before maybe we let you go, depending on what the host wants to do. Um, you're a busy man. You're a busy man. Sometimes we need time to relax and do things outside of our business schedule when you're not doing philanthropic work, you're not doing music, you're not doing business. What are some of those things you do, to recharge in terms of just realization? What do you do outside of your business schedule?
Maybe at times I watch movies. At times I move around to know what's going on in your community with the people. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
That brings me to asking you: do you play any sports?
Not, not really. Oh.
Why you laughing
So
at yourself?
so when you grew up, growing up, you didn't play soccer?
I used to
We
go
play.
practice over one time the man kicked me bad with my former break.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go to
What?
basketball again. The men suffer me too so
You just relies on music. You see, everybody got a calling. Everybody got a calling. If you were to ask Melvin Mansell here to sing a song, everybody would
Uh,
run away. But if you
no.
ask her to go play soccer, then you have two superstars there. You know, so everybody got a calling. But J Ball, listen, man, thank you so much for creating the time to be here with us tonight. We hope that we can connect again. We will follow your journey. You know, your songs are very unique. You as a person and the way you are operating too is so very unique. And we are wishing all the best for you. You have a heart of gold. You are a good young man. From what you have explained to us, what you've shared with us, God will bless you, man. Your efforts now that you're making and the impact you're making to your community will not go unnoticed, and God will replenish all of what you have given out and more. So thank you so much for being here tonight. We will talk to you again soon. Thank you so much, J-Boy.
Thank you as well. Thank you.
All right, my man. You have a good night.
Okay.
Melv,
Yeah, yeah,
my
yeah.
man, this speaking is well still live. This young man is very, 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 very creative, man.
He
The kid,
is.
I've been following his music, listening to his songs, and the man is good. The man is good. A lot of young people that come up in our country, singing some good songs, man, but no support. I got a man
Yeah,
say he got all those songs. He ain't got no manager. You
right.
call you call a man on show. You want to get a man $100,
That's
hundred
that's
dollars.
that's just not. It's. I mean, you don't. I don't know how. That's why I'm kind of amazed as to how he been, going about making these songs, on how he's supporting himself and just coming up with these songs with the challenges they are faced over there.
Hmm.
And here he is, yeah, aside from just making his music, he
Hmm.
helping other kids. He helping other people get to
Right.
engage in community. This is a young man who
Hmm.
I think, the community, Liberia as a whole, should jump behind. He's not thinking about himself. He's not just focused on his musical career.
Right.
He put himself in a position because of what he have experienced. He mentioned he is an orphan, and coming up like that, it shows he really has a humble beginning, you know. And I hope our people listen to him, and I hope he gets the help he deserves to just make his music, go not just within Liberia, but go behind the walls of Liberia, cause he shows he embodied humility, respect, and growth. Then over
Hmm.
on top of that, he's talented, and a lot of other
Hmm.
Liberians that are like that. I found himself
Hmm.
in those kind of positions where they are really willing to work, put in effort, and make whatever their craft kind of come out there. But it's lacking, man. The support is lacking. We can see it.
It
We
is.
can see it.
One thing that is expensive in putting your music, producing your music is the production. Being record, master your music, the instrumentals and all that stuff, right? But he does it himself, so he's saving himself a lot of money. That's how you know the kid is gifted, because not only can he sing, but he produces his own music.
Yeah.
Puts all the instruments together and record on it, edit it, master it, mix it. So he's saving himself a lot of money. So even somebody who's managing that kid will not have to spend as much, you know, um, on production because he has that
Right.
part going. You know what I mean? He has
Right.
that part going, and with what he even has, if he went to a producer out of himself or outside of himself, the person will be willing to work with him in a sense that he understands the music. He can tell that
Right.
producer, "Hey, man, adjust this a little bit," because he has the inclination too on that side on the producing end. So
Absolutely.
that's really good for an artist. Not a lot of people have that. Some people just sing and that's it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But he has
Yeah,
that part
he
too.
mentioned he mentioned something about him, Quincy B, the late Quincy B being his role model, and I think Quincy B was like that too. If you follow
Yeah,
him a
Quincy
little
was
bit,
he was like that
Quincy
too.
B,
Yeah,
make his own music, has his
he
own
did.
studio, so that speaks where he got that from, and I hope he keep on doing that, and I hope he gets the support he needs to grow, man. Cause he seemed like someone who have a very good background and wants to do well.
Melvin, the man is currently in need of a manager, and I know you can make a good one. So reach out to the man. Stop managing the man, my man. Let him eat some of that money, my man. Stop managing the man.
Look at this guy. You put me on the spot tonight. Well, think about it. Think
But man,
about it.
but it's a picky man.
We'll think about it and see what to do. You can manage him, Sam. You kind of been interacting with him, but I
I
think
mean,
though, I
I
think
don't know what it would take, man. Listen, I wouldn't mind managing the man we can collab. We can collab and manage the man to a certain extent, and when he finds somebody and we turn things over. Uh, but when you hear the word manager right now, you know what it sounds like. A lot of
yeah,
it.
I know,
And
I know.
so and I think too it works better for somebody who's on the ground. I would like to think.
Right.
Um, you know, because man, library music industry has some hoops you have to jump through though. And when you don't have certain connections, man, it's gonna be tough. Gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, folks, thanks for watching us tonight. We have the man Jboy with us. It was a good segment. Kid is a good, humble kid. Let me start calling him man kid, man. Stop that. The man, he's a grown man. Can't call him kid. But he's humble, enough that I look at him as a little brother. That's why I refer to him like that. But thanks for being with us, Melv. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for the show. Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely, folks. Thanks for being here with us tonight. We will be on Tuesday with another segment us tonight, and we hope that you have a good night.
The clock strikes 7, the fight's alive. Inner circles here, where voices thrive. Turn on.